Hello everyone, welcome to Capsule. Today we are going to discuss about cultivation, production and manufacture and sale of opium under Narcotic Psychotropic Substance Act and rules. This topic is very important because the cultivation of opium cannot be carried out by normal person because it requires a special permit for them to cultivate, and that too the cultivation should be carried out under the norms specified by the district or opium officers in each district under the Narcotic and Psychotropic Substance Act and rules. Let us go to the cultivation. Here, the cultivation of opium should be carried out on a license granted on behalf of central government. The officer appointed on behalf of central government in each district, that is the district opium officer, will permit the license for the cultivation of opium in a specified areas and plots. And the district opium officer appoints a special person, that is one of the licensed cultivator, as Lambardar, who discharges the duties given by the Narcotic Commissioner. Next, coming to the production of opium. The production of opium it is a step-by-step process. Whenever the opium crop comes to harvest, each day's harvest collection, that is the cultivators harvest the crop, and each day's collection is weighed and entered in a record in presence of Lambardar. The cultivator takes his each day's collection to the Lambardar, and in his presence he weighs them and record them in the records. Next, the produced opium is then delivered to the district opium officer. Whatever the cultivator and Lambardar enter in the records, that data along with this opium, that is the produced opium, is delivered to the district opium officer, and who will examine and classify the same. That is, he classify the opium according to the grades. And if the cultivator is dissatisfied by the classification of the district opium officer, then the opium is forwarded to the government opium factory. The opium which is transferred or forwarded to the government opium factory is classified by its general manager, that is general manager of the government opium factory. And if the district opium officer finds any adulteration in the opium delivered, that is whatever the district opium officer get, the produced opium, if he find any adulteration in it, then he send it to the government opium factory in a separate manner, that is a special packing, labeling it as adulterated ones. Next, coming to the manufacture of opium. Opium manufacture is very controlled in India. It is manufactured at two areas. Those two areas belong to the government only. That is the government opium factories, which are located at Ghazipur and Neemuch. And opium can also be manufactured by other persons, and that too if they possess the opium lawfully. Lawfully possessed opium can be used according to the rules for preparing opium mixtures. Means those who, if anyone have a permit to manufacture opium, are called lawfully, can buy the opium lawfully with the help of permit and can prepare opium mixture manufacturing. Next, coming to the sale of opium. Who can sell opium? The central government can only sell the opium. Even the state government cannot sell opium to anyone. Even the state government needs to buy the opium from the central government itself. So the central government can only sell opium to state government or manufacturing chemists. And the sale to the manufacturing chemist requires permit from a concerned state government. Whoever the manufacturing chemist want to buy opium, they need a special permit which is given by the concerned state governments, or else opium cannot be sold to them by the central government. And the sale price, whatever the price of the opium, is fixed by the central government itself. Next, coming to important points in the cultivation, collection, production and sale of opium. The important points are: if opium cultivated under a license which is subsequently cancelled. Suppose if a cultivator is cultivating opium under a permitted license, and in the middle of cultivation that is during in the middle of crop growth, if the license is cancelled, the crop may be destroyed. After appealing to the, if he dissatisfied by or if he aggrieved by the cancellation of license, he will appeal to the concerned persons. After that, if he failed, the crop may be destroyed, or it may be done on the choice of OPM officer. Next, adulterated opium is liable to confiscation. When the district opium officer get any adulterated opium or find any adulteration in the opium he received, he may file a complaint according to the rules after taking consent or the explanation of the cultivator. And next, the cultivator who aggrieved by the orders of cancellation or withdrawal of license. When the license is cancelled for cultivators, they may appeal to the narcotic commissioner. And the cultivators aggrieved by the decision of general manager. Suppose whenever the cultivator dissatisfied with the classification of the opium by the district opium officer, the opium will be forwarded to the government opium factory, and there also, if they aggrieved by the decision of general manager, they may appeal to the chief controller of factories. Guys, this is all about the cultivation, production, manufacturing and sale of opium. The important points are the lambardar, what are the duties of lambardar and what are the duties of district opium officer, and how opium is collected and how sale of opium is done. These are the points to be remembered. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting me by subscribing to my channel. See you in the next video.